Welcome to the Mother-Daughter-ish podcast. It's your mama's favorite podcast.
And the podcast your daughter always wanted.
This is Miss Dawn.
And Angelique.
From the 713. Houston, y'all. Get connected and stay connected weekly as new shows debut on Sunday, Wednesday, and please check out our Saturday Out and About showcases.
Enjoy the show. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and tell every woman on the planet that you know about our show.
Here's our show for today. This is Dawn.
And Angie.
And this month for December, we're going to be talking about what every woman should know. Happy December the 23rd. We're almost done with 2021. You know, I can honestly say, Angie, I'm not as done with 2021 as I was done with 2020. What about you?
You said you're not as done as what?
I'm not as done with 2021 as I was with 2020. I wanted 2020 to just leave.
I have been waiting for this moment. I think stuff started going downhill at the end of 2019. So yeah, I'm just ready for this. I mean, I'm not, but I am.
Okay, I understand that. I can relate to that. Well, today, December 23rd, we have something that we really want to share with you. And of all the topics, I meant every single thing that I said in each one of them. I'm sure Angie did too. But this one, I feel is like super, super, super important because it really, really, really pertains to us women. And Angie and I are going to share on this one thought. And the reason is because we know about it and we participated in it and we love it. And we just think that every woman should know about this. So tell me if you agree, Angie. I feel that every woman on planet Earth should know about the Ultimate Women's Expo. What you think?
Oh, yeah. I think once they do realize what it is or know what it is, I think they need to go every time they come in their city.
Right, because I'm going to tell you something.
Or somewhere near.
I can tell you everything, but I can't show you the experience. You have to experience that yourself.
That is true.
It is something that is like no other. And, you know, like you and I said, we're going to go to all the ones I know, like, for example, let me tell you, and it comes, you know, to a lot of places like just coming up going forward. It's going to be in Austin, April 2 through 3rd. It's going to be in Orange County, May 14th through 15, 2022. It's going to be in Atlanta, May 21 through 22. It's going to be in New Jersey, which is a new one from October 29th to the 30th. It's going to be in Los Angeles, December. Nope, that's going to be next year. It's going to be in Arizona, April 30th through May 1st, 2022. It's going to be in Chicago, the 14th through the 15th of May. It's going to be in Dallas, Fort Worth. October 22 through 23 in Dallas, Fort Worth. We'll go to that one unless we have another event. Sounds like we've got podcast movement that month or something, if not. Mm-hmm. And then they've got a date that they're getting ready to announce where they're opening it up in New York, which I think would be awesome, especially if it's going to be in Times Square, Manhattan. And then they've got a new date for Miami. So it's coming to Miami, coming to Newark, just did New Jersey in 2021. So they're moving forward with doing the 2022. Now, if you live in any of those cities, Houston, Los Angeles, Austin, Arizona, Orange County, Chicago, Atlanta, Dallas, Fort Worth area, New Jersey, and New York, or Miami, definitely check it out. I've gone to the Austin, the Houston, the Dallas. I've gone to all of them, and it never gets old because it's not just about the event, but it's the networking that's going to happen. It's the people that you're going to meet. You meet so many women business owners that you didn't even realize were in your own city, but even more so, you're going to meet women that are in other cities that travel to this event because it's good for their business. Okay. So these are, in my opinion, are really smart women where they're like, you know what? I have a boutique. My boutique is online, but if I can now show my face and I can meet women face to face to let them know I'm a human individual just like you behind a computer. There's a couple of shoe places and things that go in a couple of boutiques and, you know, people who make homemade soap and just all kinds of stuff. I mean, you would not believe how many great people you are going to meet at the Women's Expo. The first time I ever went, maybe 10 years ago, first time I ever went, I noticed that there were over 800 expo booths that were set up. I'm the girl that when I go to an expo, I'm gonna start on the whatever side I want to start on, and I'm gonna walk to every single booth. If it's something I'm not interested in, I'll stop, I'll look, I'll keep going, but I'm gonna stop and look you in the face and keep going. Or if I like what you got going on, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna talk to you, and I'm gonna probably buy something because I put a little money to the side that I say, okay, I'm buying this at the expo. And I do it real kind of flea market-ish. I take cash, I take small bills, I take ones and tens, because there's always somebody willing to make a deal with you. And I'm not gonna say I only got $10 and I pull out a 20 time I give me cash, give me
change.
give me change. So, take your money like you go into an expo when they offer you these great deals, you go ahead and buy whatever it is. I always usually end up with maybe a shirt or a skirt. I always end up with something that has to do with jewelry. And these are just the things that I purchased. But let me tell you, that bag that you're going to come home with can't be compared to nothing.
And they have the sneakers there too.
Yeah, tell them about the bag.
The bag, it's like you were saying, it's like trick-or-treating but for adults, because you're gonna have other than business cards, you're gonna have a lot of samples, from lotions to feminine care to lipstick, lip gloss, lotions, and all kind of stuff.
Food and just everything. It's absolutely wild. And you just said something too that reminded me, Angie, is the speakers that are there. I'll just give you an example. They've had speakers like Winona Judd, Keke Palmer, Jane Fonda, Wendy Williams, Valerie Bertinelli, Holly Robinson Peete, Helen Hunt, Patricia Heaton, Brandy, Daphne Oz, which is Dr. Oz's daughter, Monica, the singer, Kirstie Alley, Lisa Vanderpump, Nene Leakes. You got Kyle Richardson. These are housewives people. Christina Milian. I don't think she'll be there this year. She moved to England with her London or somewhere with her husband. Candy Burris. You got Bethany Frankel. You've had Vivica Fox. You've had Anne Burrell. You've had Cheryl Underwood, Lisa Rinna, Terry Hatcher from Desperate Housewives and some other places. She was also a Bond girl. Meghan McCain, Rashida Frost. You know Rashida, right?
Yeah, that's the one I was telling you with the restaurant, Blaze.
Oh, okay. I thought Blaze was Candy. Okay, so Rashida Frost
is what's hers? I forgot, but yeah.
What's Rashida restaurant name?
Rashida restaurant? No. Blaze is Candy's, and then I think there's a Frost. Yeah. There's a Frost something because their last name is Frost. Rashida
name, yeah. You've had Olivia Newton-John at this event, and these are speakers on the stage that just kind of be talking to you about wisdom and things that they know and helping you and stuff. You've had Mercedes Javid. You've had Dorinda Medley. These are housewives again. I don't know these people. I just know their names. Lorraine Bracco. I think she was in what's that mob movie? I forgot the name of it. T-Boz has been there. Toya, which was married to Lil Wayne, Toya Johnson. You've had Tia Mowry there. You've had Patty Stanger, the $1 Million Matchmaker. Kenya Moore, Vicki Lawrence, great comedian. I used to love to watch her back when I used to watch some of the other comedy shows. You've had Jack A from 227 back in the day and some other great shows. Jasmine Guy from A Different World. Lonnie Love, of course, the comedian. You've had Phaedra Parks. You've had Mary Lou Henner, if you know anything about her. You've had Kelly Osbourne, Victoria Osteen, Joel Osteen's wife, Melissa Gilbert, Sherry Shepherd. She's hot right now. She did a great job hosting the Wendy show. You had Khalees there, Lisa Rinna. They got her on here twice. Mario Lopez. You've had Deandra Simmons. You've had Lisa Gibbons, Susan Lucci. If you know anything about All My Children, you know who Susan Lucci is. Ricky Lake has been there. Shannon, what's her name? Bador, housewives. Melissa Rivers, which is Joan Rivers' daughter, of course. Kim Zolciak Bierman. MC Light. Tabitha Covey. And now just keep in mind, all of these people don't come to every single one of them. They choose what region they want to go to. So they've got, 9 different events possibly, and they would go to one of the ones. You got Marsha Clark, she's a lawyer, she was on the OJ trial. Erica Mena, you know who that is, Safari's wife. You got Lala Layla Ali, which is Muhammad Ali daughter. Heather McDonald. She has a great show on YouTube called Juicy Scoop, and she's a comedian and was on Chelsea Lately. And I used to watch that every night. Chase Chelsea Lately. Ramona Singer, Tori Spelling. They've had Dr. Heavenly. I think she's on a reality show. They've had Evelyn Braxton, which is Tony Braxton's mom. Tony and all the other girls, of course. Tamar. Julie Chrisley, which is from the Chrisleys. We love Todd Chrisley, don't we?
Yes.
Fran Dresser, Dr. Nikita Landry. They've had Trina Braxton on there. Oh, that's good. She with her mom. Haley Duff, which is Hillary Duff's sister. Carson Kressley. Muriel Hemingway. Brooke Burke.
It's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. I mean, I could go on and read the other 50, but we
I know.
I'm just trying to give you an idea that
it's very diverse.
What I'm trying to tell you is to check your location and see who your speakers are going to be for your location. Like, for instance, we had our event December the 4th and the 5th, and the specific speakers that were slated for that were a top 5 of speakers, and they were Black China, Melissa Gilbert, Kim Fields, Toya Johnson, and Deandra Simmons. Those were the 5 that came to Houston. So they have a variety that they can do. And what I really love is that, let's just say, like, for example, Wendy Williams probably won't be showing up to the event. She was at the one I went to 3 years ago. She was there. She probably won't do this year because she's ill right now, or she's on hiatus, but they'll find one of these other ladies. They've got a list of over 100 that can be on that stage. Mother-daughter ish team, we're going to be on that stage one day too, so we're not worried. We'll be a part of that little list as well. We've already put the phone calls in to try to make it happen pretty soon, maybe for 2023 or something. I've already put the phone call in for it, just because I know some people that know some people that know some people that can make some things happen. So we would love to be at one, and since we're right here in Houston, they could always call on us and say, hey, we need you to come and drop some wisdom or whatever. But it's a great way to promote our podcast and all that stuff. But I'm gonna tell you something. Every woman should know about the Ultimate Women's Expo, because it is a great experience. And let me give you something. Take your business partner if they're a female. Take your moms with you if they can go with you. Take your sisters, take your daughters, take your friends, take other women with you. And also, don't tell nobody, but listen. If you go on the website 30 days before it's coming to your town and you sign up on the newsletter, they'll tell you when the free tickets go up there 30 days before, or you can just go to the website and click on tickets, and it'll give you 2 tickets at a time. So let's imagine if you wanted to go with 6 or 7 or 10 friends, tell each one of them to sign up on the newsletter. All 10 of y'all can go for free. Because I promise you, when you get there, you're going to buy something from a vendor. Put that little hot $50 or that little hot $100 in your pocket in 20s and 10s and 1s, and patronize all of those businesses that you find that you want something from. I don't go to the Women's Expo without a hot 50 or a hot 100. And I call it hot because it's going to be gone real fast.
Yeah.
And what I do is I pace myself. I go to every single vendor first. And then I circle back and buy what I'm going to buy. That way I don't have to carry heavy bags around, because they're already loading me up with bags. They give you so much stuff that we carry our own bags with us.
Yeah.
You have to. And also, if you are a business, a woman that's in business and you're going to the Ultimate Women's Expo, don't walk up in there without a business card. Or, like, I don't even pack business cards anymore, but for events like that, I always print postcards so that we'll have something to put into the jar, into the bottle. You could win free stuff. I have people that'll, business owners that'll go through cleaning out their jar if everybody put in a card in there. And I have them call me and say, oh, I see that you do XYZ. And they'll say, you know what, I need help with that. And I get clients from that. I don't go for that reason. I go to network. I go to check out the businesses. I go to have fun. I go to make it a day, because we literally make it a day. We'll go to the expo and then we'll go across the street and go to Papa Do's or something. Or if we're in another city, we'll already have planned out where we're going to eat after, because it's about a 5-hour experience. If you stay for the speakers, if you go to every single booth. Now, Houston typically has about 800 vendor booths. Probably 100 of them are going to be set up with the Paul Mitchell hair people, where you can get your hair done, you can get your nails done, you can get a haircut. They do a whole hair show separate from the whole thing, but inside the same pavilion. They do a whole hair show, stylish show, everything. They do a whole kind of like Bronner Brothers type of thing, but only with that particular product. So it's always something going on there where you literally are going to spend about 5 hours and get that experience. Don't go there thinking you're going to be there for an hour. Do not. If you do that, you've not serviced yourself well at all. You've actually done a disservice because you did not get a chance to meet and greet. And if you're a business person, let me tell you something. It is a great networking opportunity for you to connect with other businesses. You just can't beat it. You can't beat the experience, and I vouch for that. What was your first experience or your last experience going to the Expo, Angie? Other than all the goodies.
I only recall going maybe twice.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best time, that the one that I really remember was when Phaedra was there.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I had got a sample so good that I went on their website and bought some stuff. And I remember their little makeup section where they try their makeup and hair section where they'll try doing your makeup and then trying their product on your hair, like straighteners and stuff. It's like a beauty, women's, like all things that have to do with women. That's what I liked. And going home with a bag of all that stuff, yeah.
All things that women need to know about, kind of like what our series has been for the month of December, things that women need to know about. You can get free massages. You can get free muscle tests. You can get your feet scrubbed. I mean, we're talking about at no cost because you're sampling so that they can possibly get you as a customer later. You can get free eye exams, on the surface, not anything deep like a medical eye exam, not like that. You can get so many experiences there. So go comfortable. Go, and if you want to try on clothes, I would suggest that you go with like a long dress on or something where you could just slide the clothes on, slide them back off, or see if they fit or whatever, because you're going to come across some booths that you're just like, oh my gosh, I saw that online somewhere and I've been looking where to find it. And they're willing to make deals with you. Because see, listen, when these ladies get these booths and they pay $1,000 or $800 for a booth, they want to not only make their money back from flying there, spending the time there without being in their store and having to have somebody else run it, but they also want to make that money back that they spent on that booth. That's called business. You want to make the money back that you're spending on there. Like I was telling you about maybe 4 podcasts ago, maybe 4 tips ago, and I was saying, when we go to these car expos, if you're not selling something, then you're just going for nothing. But if you sell something, you can pay for your whole experience. Yeah. So yeah, the Ultimate Women's Expo, look it up. Just go to Google and type in Ultimate Women's Expo. And if it's not going to be in your town, then maybe you can call them and tell them, hey, you guys are not here in this town. When do you think you're coming? Because I didn't notice I noticed on there they're not in Washington, D.C. So surprised. There are a lot of places that they're not. I know. I am super surprised, but maybe Washington, D.C. has a different flavor to them. We don't know. Maybe it's full of politics and not so much small business. Maybe it's more big business, corporate, and politics in DC. I don't know. I don't live there. But, if you're in Houston, Los Angeles, Austin, Arizona, Chicago, Orange County, Atlanta, Dallas, Fort Worth, New York, New Jersey, and the new one that's coming in Miami. Hey, you got it going on. I bet that one in Miami is going to be amazing. I think the last time I heard of an expo that was in Miami, somebody had gone because they thought it was a real business opportunity. I didn't go because when I looked at the list of the people that were vendors, it was all about plastic surgery, all about hair transplant, it was all about how to redo your whole life as far as the way you look. And I was like, I would like to have seen a little bit more substance. So hopefully when they do their business expo, I think they only have a certain amount of the same type. And even if it's a booth, they're not going to put all the booths together. They put, them separated out. So I don't think that they would allow like 5 plastic surgeons to be there promoting the same thing. Mm-hmm. So hopefully you would be able to get a lot more substance from Miami. Now I went to a conference in Miami with the Entrepreneur Magazine used to do an annual event, and it was at the Miami, the Miami Center, and it was amazing. It was a great networking opportunity. I met so many great people from Miami and from all over the other states and everything too. But I used to go, Entrepreneur Magazine, I used to go to their event every single year. If it was in Atlanta, I went. If it was in Dallas, I went. If it was never came to Houston. If it was in Miami, I went. If it was in LA, I went. So all those, but at that time I was doing a magazine myself. So it was really good for me to be able to let other people know about my magazine, and then to meet people behind the scenes with Entrepreneur Magazine, because, at one while I thought maybe I wanted to write for some of these business magazines because it would be also good promotion for me. But it was always a really good experience. But again, today's December 23rd, and we are sharing with you on our series of What Every Woman Should Know. We're talking to you about the Ultimate Women's Expo. We think you should go. I promise you, you will have an amazing time. You will meet fantastic women business owners. You may be able to connect with some of them for some purpose that would lead to some kind of collaboration or partnership. So check it out. That's our show for today.
Yes, and before we let you go, make sure you subscribe to our channel, share, like, and comment on our channel. That way we can engage back with you and share some feedback and experiences about the topics that we're posting.
Absolutely. And until next time, hey, bye for now.
Bye.